Hi, roses. I'm Rosie, the reader, and roses are red. Like this video if you're subscribed, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, then watch the playlist. So, we're getting into some brand new energy then for the next couple of weeks. The playlist is called Let's Go for a Ride. So, that's the energy I've been feeling. And, Spirit, what's the word for our red list? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word for our red roses? The energy is there's a lot going on, or a lot of nothing going on. So I'm going to get into that. We have unconvincing. Okay, so someone is not convinced. Either someone's not convinced, or you're in a position of doing something where you have to convince someone, or you feel like you have to convince someone. There's something coming up about trustworthiness. Like someone's saying just doesn't mean you're trustworthy. And then you have tolerant here. I feel like this is coming from your angle of being tolerant. You're being tolerant of some people doubting you. It feels like a large group, but it could just be the same people walking in circles. Everyone's so creative. I feel like you're in a situation where things are different, or they're not like they used to be. You could be going through some sort of a culture shock, or different around you. They're doing things differently. Where'd that card go? Clever. I feel like someone's hiding from you. They feel like they've been caught, so now all of a sudden they're like trying to throw you backhanded compliments. Okay, what's the word for our red readers? What's the word for our red roses? Yeah, there's definitely something coming out about being unconvinced. And then you have accessible. So I feel like your haters feel like they have total and full access to whoever energy this is resonating with. But there's a whole lot of nothing going on. Access to what is what I'm getting at. If they're not convinced, or they feel like you're not trustworthy, then what exactly are they accessing? What's going on here? Why is unconvincing here? What's going on with this unconvincing energy? Who's unconvinced? What can we find out more about this unconvincing energy? Why is unconvincing here? You have the Six of Cups. Now, I'm getting that someone feels like they know you better than you know yourself, or they don't believe, or they're suspecting of something that you have changed into is not really who you are. Basically, what I'm getting is someone from your childhood is basically, they're like, you're not that person. I saw you grow up. They saw you changed. You seem like you changed, or you went through a transformation, and someone's trying to call you out. But at the same time, they've been caught doing something, like they were following you. Maybe they followed you to a new place, or they just let on that they've been watching you this entire time. But they're definitely saying something about your childhood is unconvincing. Like, you're saying you're from this area, but they're like, but I saw you grow up. And I know what area you're from. Tolerant. Yeah, you definitely have to be tolerant of their negativity, because I feel like the fact of the matter is you've grown, you've developed into something more than what they used to pick on. Because I'm definitely getting some bully energy here. They used to pick on you, even if you didn't know it. They were in the background saying things. You probably were vibing so high that you never noticed. That's what's coming out right now, and they're being called out for it. This is something you're gonna have to tolerate. What is this cleverness here for? Cleverness. Someone could have gotten pregnant, or I feel like for some of y'all, I feel like you actually were in love, or you are in love with your partner, or this is a partner that you're reuniting with. You're getting married. You're having children. Is the life that you want. It's not propaganda if it's something you believe in. That's what I feel like. These people they're basically trying to call you out for saying, oh, like, you're the white picket fence type of girl. You're not like one of us. And you have no desire to be like whoever this group is, because they're clearly negative people. That's the vibe that I'm getting. They're negative, and any is following your goals, following your heart is a bad thing to them. So it's not really someone, I feel like whoever this group is, you're not looking to them for validation, but they do have a lot to say. What they feel like they can access is your wealth. They feel like they can access your resources, your good ideas, all that is good about you. Whatever in reality they cannot have, they feel like they can access through you. So it's not really much to say what kind of class this is or what type of group of people this is, because anybody can fit into this category as long as they open up their vessel to Satan, and that's what I'm getting. This the energy is coming out is them being jealous for their own reasons, their own insecurities. Maybe things are not the way it is at home, because a lot of this energy feels like they're projecting. Okay, so we have 6 of Cups and 5 of Candles. Clarify the 6 of Cups and 5 of Candles. Okay. So a couple cards came out for the 6 of Cups and 5 of Candles. You have Knave of Swords. This is a young guy who's just developing his thought, stand up for himself, or realize that he can think for himself. But I feel like a lot of people are unconvinced because they're just like, well, what does that have to do with me? They're used to the group thinking. They're used to everybody trying to fit into each other's mind, creating space and opening space for demons. And since you're not doing that, they're like, okay, well, so what does that have to do with me? Because I feel like this thought process that you're developing is something that will set them free if they want to. And ultimately, that's what they have access to, freedom. I don't feel like they're interested in thinking for themselves, not yet. And then the Justice card is coming out. So it seems like something that you were held back from. This thought process is always been who you are, but for some reason you were inhibited, or there were limitations that were put in you that were stopping you from thinking for yourself, and it had devastating effects. It could have made you feel like you were disabled, or you had disabilities, or you had nightmares or something like that. They're used to living in a nightmare, so they're used to living in a nightmare. It's their reality. And if you're trying to set them free from that nightmare, it's just like, well, this is my life. This is who I am. Then you have 10 of Cups here. To clarify your 5 of Candles and your Empress, 10 of Cups. It seems like this family that you're building, whether it is a relationship or a new project that you're starting, however you recognize pregnancies and that whole Empress energy, just caring and about something that you work for, or just investing yourself in someone, that is leading to your 10 of Cups. There's a whole big life here that I feel like you're working on, you're moving towards. That's what you're being tolerant of ultimately, because part of that comes with, people picking on you and just definitely trying to acknowledge that you're not like them, but that's definitely a good thing in this case. And so to clarify your Empress and your 2 of Reigns, is this money that they feel like they have access to? Is 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's even more money. It started off with 2, now we're up to 9. It feels like whatever they're accessing, they're not really making a huge impact on you ultimately. Like if they feel like it's your energy that they're draining, and they can get happy just by picking on you, is if they're not really accessing what they think they're accessing. And if they were, I feel like it would be an overdose. Like these people are addicts. Ultimately, they're addicted to your energy, your money, whatever they're addicted to. They don't know how to control themselves. So if they were to access everything that you feel just being who you are, they would kill themselves. Okay, you have 5 of Pentacles. This is the energy that they're in. They want you to be in that energy. These are the type of people who will borrow from you, take from you, drain from you continuously and forever, as if there is an end, because that's what they want to get to. They just want to hurry up and get to the end. These are people who may have suicidal thoughts. They just want to get to the end of life and just be over and done with it. But I feel like you have a never-ending resourcing connection to the Most High, so your life is eternal. coming out again. You could be in a Five of Pentacles state right now, but you know that it's more than what it seems. Like, I'm seeing this cat here for some reason, and she's got this angel here loving on her. I feel like even if people can look at her and say, okay, that bee is broke or whatever, you have bigger dreams, and those dreams are everything. Your reward is in heaven, and that's a big deal. If you're living that life, you know that having positive thoughts is everything. Just stay strong. And there's something more to the strength. It's not just about lifting weights or whatever. It's not even just about being able to save your face around people who are mutating and shape-shifting. What it's really about is you sticking to your beliefs, even if it means being flexible, adapting to your situations, trying new things that you agree with, and things that you don't want to do. But I'm seeing this Chariot here as you quickly moving towards this Nine of Pentacles, this Ten of Cups here. You're quickly moving towards your abundance because of your thought process. So that's the energy that I have. If that's something you're resonating with, definitely like, share, subscribe, comment, check out the playlist, all of that. It's going to be called Let's Take a Ride. So I'll see you in the next one.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. Yo. Let's go to the beach.